So the single is out now.
Yeah, the single now is actually coming out by the end of this month.
So what's it called? Tell us what's it
So
called.
what I wanted to do was just bring out a visual, and kind of introduce the song to people so that they kind of get to know that. Because most of those times I was just doing covers of songs that people know and putting those. But I want people to know that, listen, I'm a songwriter.
Yeah.
I do have my own kind of songs, and the love and support has been amazing, man. Just that's even the video, not the finished copy. So it's the love has been great, man.
Yeah, man.
Wow, that's amazing. So you thought of this coming up challenge, and which has been technically going viral,
blown,
and like everyone from everywhere's been doing like
I mean, do you know
covers.
It was one of my friends in the team that I'm with, and the thing is, most times when you want to be an artist and all of that, people want you to be signed to management and all of that.
Yeah.
But I have just my friends, like two friends around me, and other friends also that are around them, just helping out doing the stuff. And one of them said, "Why don't you do a challenge? For people to kind of feel a part of what you're doing." And when we put it out there, like the first 3-4 days, it was quiet. So I was like, "You lot, bro, this didn't work." And then the following days, oh my gosh, every single day I was having choirs, people from even Germany. There was this guy on The Voice in Germany that did it as well. So I was like, "Whoa, this thing is." And one of the most humbling thing is actually when someone sent me a screenshot where a church in Kenya was singing "Coming Up to Where
Kenya.
You Are." Yeah.
Shout out to Carol. Carol's from Kenya.
Honestly, and I was blown away because the story behind Coming Up is the fact that we usually want to wait till we have a big money or something before we do something. But I just had about £300 on me and called a few friends that I knew, and we just put that video together without no support, no backing, no pushing. So everything that people are seeing is just...
You're not waiting, you're just coming up.
You just do what you gotta do, man.
That's
we ain't got time to wait, man.
That's
gotta come up. So
amazing
I love
stuff.
that. Went all the way to Kenya.
All the way to Kenya.
It literally, it's gone worldwide before it's officially out.
Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's
so what day and where can we find it? Spotify, iTunes?
Spotify, iTunes, every
it's gonna be out.
Music platform is gonna be out
next month, guys. Make sure you check it out. So is it called Coming Up?
Yeah, it's coming up.
All right, so Coming Up. Make sure you check that. Emmanuel Smith. You can plug in your socials right now. Actually, where can we find you?
On Instagram is Emmanuel Smith _ on Twitter, Emmanuel Smith. Anywhere, just type in Emmanuel Smith. YouTube, type in Emmanuel Smith. Do you know, it was funny. I remember back then, I tried to type Emmanuel Smith just to find one of my videos, and I would see bad videos from other people. But now, by the grace of God, you type in Emmanuel Smith, and
it's
then
just
my
like,
like you've overtaken the Emmanuel Smith.
Yes.
Shout out to all the Emmanuel Smiths.
He's been coming up. He's been coming up.
Right. So you say you're a songwriter, yeah?
Yeah.
So how did you get into songwriting? How did you discover you're a songwriter?
Do you know, for me, songwriting is something that all of us can do, because life is the best way to write songs. And coming up to where you were, especially, came out from a time where a lot of people that I trusted in, a lot of people that I thought was around my circle just left me. So I was like, wow, God, I'm desperate, man. I ain't got no one, so I need you. I want to come up to where you are. I want to come up to your level of hope, your level of faith, your level of, because he expects so much from us. So songwriting is, there's one song that we sing at my church, I'll play it later, and people singing, they're like, singing it and enjoying it, but they don't know that I got that song from when a girl broke my heart.
Wow.
And I was like, I remember I went to a church and I said, God, I don't feel like singing to you, man. I'm tired every time. And I was just sitting there playing the piano, and then all of a sudden the song just started to come out of me, and then that's how I usually get songs. I get songs
through whatever you're
live,
going through. Just living it. Because I remember seeing Emmanuel Smith in a bar called Troy Bar. He came in.
I think that's where we met you.
That's where we met him.
We met you at Troy.
And then he just picked up the mic, right? And I can tell church is a big influence. God is a big influence. He came up on the mic, and then he just took us to church.
It was absolutely amazing.
That day was funny because I've heard so much about Troy Bar being, musically.
And
I've never really considered myself as, because people used to laugh at me back then, my friends, that I can't sing. So I remember coming to Troy Bar was also something that was, big for me. So I remember I met a church friend of mine there, and then he said to the woman that MCs the host that night, and she's amazing. She says amazing to him, this is Emmanuel Smith, he's just an upcoming worship leader. And there's this stereotype about worship that like, oh, yeah, amazing grace. So she was like, all right, no problem. So when I took the mic, and I thought, okay, let me just throw a little bit. So I still remember the first kind of
it was like Jesse J you were singing.
He was just like, whoa.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people were shocked because no one really expected that. I didn't really expect that.
But it was absolutely amazing. All right, we're going to have more from Emmanuel Smith after These Days by Rudimental and Jess Glynn, and he's going to be performing. You know what? We're going to perform the single and we're going to have a bit of jam.
Oh,
and
I love that,
We'll end the show like that. I think, it's different. Let's have a different ending for us. We'll be back after These Days.